Some 6 months ago, this was J. Israel's statement on Emmanuel Makandiwa.
But one thing that I got to know about this prophet from Zimbabwe is somebody I've never met in person, but I just see him from afar. You know, I see him from afar, his videos and everything. But one thing I can tell you right now is that this is one of the remaining voices in our time. When it comes to the prophetic, this is one of the prophetic voices that you cannot argue with. You can argue about different things, but when it comes to the gift of God upon his life, that is something that you cannot argue with. We still have prophets who are genuinely called by God. Now, I know if you're watching from Zimbabwe and you definitely know Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa, that is one of the prophets that I would say I still respect.
In his latest video, however, Jay says that was all a setup and part of a blackmail against him, allegedly by the United Fellowship Church founder, Emmanuel Makandiwa.
2020, in the month of September, someone came to me when he had, it was actually October, getting to November, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody came to me and said, I have heard that you are planning to expose Emmanuel Makandiwa. I've heard about everything that you're planning to say, all the things that you have discussed with a certain woman that you're going to expose. That's what somebody said to me when he approached me. I remember very well when this person came to me and was talking to me. He mentioned so many things, a lot of things that he had heard. And that was the time I was about to release a poster that I'm going to be talking about the wickedness of Emmanuel Makandiwa. Let me make it very clear tonight, and I want it to be heard loud and clear. If you have never been in my position before, you are not going to be able to understand certain things that I've done. I asked people a question yesterday, and I've said, have you ever been in a position where you have to protect your family, protect those you love, and in the process you have to compromise certain things because you love your family? As you're watching me right now, just begin to imagine if there is a threat against your mother. As I'm here in South Africa right now, I stay with my mother and my sister. Those people are very dear to my heart. I do everything possible to make sure that they're safe, to make sure that they're okay. And I'll never allow anything to happen to them. Not even in my grave. I was put in a position where I had to choose. I had to choose to do the right thing at the expense of my dignity, my reputation at the time, and at the expense of my family, or do the wrong thing and protect myself and my family. Because I felt like I was alone at the time, I decided I'd rather go for protecting my family. I'll protect my family, and I'll make sure that nothing happens to my family. But in the process, little did I know that I'm making a deal with the devil.
In what he titled as I Made a Deal with the Devil, J. Israel narrated how Makandiwa and his team allegedly kept private videos of him and found himself in a hostage situation he could not come out of, but had to follow whatever the UFIC preacher said, hook, line, and sinker.
Call me a flip-flopper. Call me unstable. But until one day, you're going to realize why it has not been easy for me to remain consistent on the message that I started preaching in 2019. Makandiwa is not a man of God. Some of the posts that you saw on my Facebook page where I was writing and praising Makandiwa, it was not me writing. I'm not the one who wrote those things. These were things that they will write and send to me and say, you must post this so that people must know. And all I could do was just to agree to whatever they will present to me at any given time because of fear. But I want you to know, I'm not afraid anymore. And if anybody says what I'm saying is lies, I want you to know, I have chats, I have voice messages, I have recorded phone calls of everything when this whole thing was being cooked and when this whole thing was being planned. Makandiwa looks like a saint, but is a devil. That is why I said today, I made a deal with the devil.
In his 58-minute video, Jay boldly said he was tired of being held hostage with private videos allegedly in the possession of Emmanuel Makandiwa. For this reason, he challenged Makandiwa to release those videos to the world.
If he is really a truthful man of God, why is he holding certain videos of myself, compromising videos? And if he claims to be a true man of God, why would he come to me and strike a deal holding me hostage with certain videos and say, if you just speak, we are releasing this? Today I'm speaking and I'm saying, go ahead and release whatever you have. I know many people are going to be having so many questions after this. They might have tried to hold certain things against me, but I want you to know, the J. Israel you know, the J. Israel who preaches the gospel, is this man standing in front of you. I'm not afraid. They can bring on whatever they have. They can do whatever they're going to do. But this time around is a different ball game altogether. Because the last time, they used certain things to silence me, but not this time around. Whatever they have, I'm prepared. They can bring it on. And I'll continue to speak my truth. But this time around, we are speaking the gospel. We are preaching the gospel. We are reintroducing Jesus to the people so that the world may understand who Jesus is, so that the world may understand who Christ is and what he is all about.
Jay says there's no true prophets in Africa and that the genuine ones are few and far.
There were certain audios that were released of myself and Uber Angel. All this was done to discredit the man, discredit him completely, and make sure that nobody believes in him. And all this was done by Makandiwa. And all I could do was just to agree to whatever they will present to me at any given time because of fear. Africa is devoid of true prophets, and Africa is flooded with false, fake prophets. We've got nothing to offer, nothing to give, but lies. I want to say this again. We still have true prophets, but they might not be the ones that you know. They might not be the ones that you see on TV. That I made a deal with the devil. And that devil, his name is Emmanuel Makandiwa. And if anyone from his team dares me to say what I'm saying is a lie, then I'm prepared for that. It took me a whole year for me to come out and speak the way that I'm speaking. I have compromised so much in this whole year. I found myself rejoining certain things and rejoining certain people that I was never supposed to join because I was holding these things to myself. And I wanted a place of belonging to say, if I belong, maybe if I belong here, I'll be protected forever. But what I want you to know is that only Jesus Christ is my protector.